Patch 19 came out last week, and despite dozens and dozens of changes, there are tons of points that weren't included in the patch notes. Most of them for obvious reasons, as you will find out soon enough. Let's start! Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. In this one, I want to share 15 things that are not part of the patch notes, but they are all part of the game right now. As you probably know, Bethesda tends to be sneaky about certain changes with every new update. And it's up to us players to adventure, explore, and find out new things on her own, good or bad. Kinda like solving an equation, I would say. Anyhow, I do believe there are many more new things to cover, but I had to start somewhere, right? In the past week or so, I have gathered 15 points that Bethesda didn't tell us about through the patch notes, and you have probably missed them one way or the other. So let me keep you up to date with everything Fallout 76. Let's proceed to the first point. Alright, I want to discuss the player vending machine and display case issue first because I have seen dozens of comments in the past few days where some of you guys shared your frustration with Bethesda's decision on disabling these two camp items. Now, around 10 days ago, they decided to disable the player vending machines and display cases due to a new duplication glitch involving them. As you can imagine, Bethesda didn't come up with a fix yet, and that's why the items remain disabled until this very day. Anyhow, recently Bethesda released an update saying they are still working on a solution and it is taking longer than expected. Oh, we surely know about that. And well, no matter how frustrated players may be, it wouldn't make sense to bring the features back online and allow hundreds of cheaters to duplicate whatever items they feel like, don't you think so? So take it easy guys, I know some of you use vending machines as your main way to generate caps, but there are many other ways to make money, really. Feel free to check my latest guide with 12 different ways to farm caps, for example. Also, there is no need to be upset in this case, it's for the best interest of the community. Anyway, you should expect a fix in the following week or two, so hold on tight a little bit longer. Bethesda added at least 20 new free items to the game with patch 19. I'm sure most of you have a general idea about the new items, but let me get into details. We have 8 exclusive rewards from Nuclear Winter, which you can claim until June 11. You have plenty of time to do so, and these rewards include camp decor items, survivor weapon skins, a new under armor, and a new camouflage outfit. As usually, Nuclear Winter rewards are amazing, so don't miss them out. Meanwhile, there are another 8 exclusive and free rewards that got added to the game with the ongoing Treasure Hunter event, which got extended to May the 27th, in case you don't know yet. These include 2 new costumes, 1 backpack skin, the marine armor helmet, a new prefabricated cage, and a hunting knife skin. I have been extremely unlucky here, so for these you rely on luck or friends to access these items. There is no other way around, really, and sadly. Still, make sure to farm as many treasure hunters as possible to loot pails in order to get a chance to get these rare items. It's the only way to get them right now. I have a guide on how to farm them in case you need a little hand, so feel free to check it out, and best of luck. Lastly, we have new rewards with the FASNACH parade, which is returning today, May the 25th. Now, I'm not sure how many new rewards there are in total just yet, but there are 3 new ones at least, because these 3 new masks have been data mined already. So yes, there is a lot of free limited goodies to claim right now. Grab them all, if you can. Next, we have a point that is not explicit in the patch notes, but it kinda makes you wonder. So Bethesda mentioned that the only exception for companion clothes are power armor and weapons. These are the only two type of items you cannot equip, which made me think that backpacks may count as a cosmetic, and guess what? It really does. You can craft an extra backpack, add any skin you like, and then equip it to your ally. This is a really great detail and it counts as the fourth customization slot, I would say. You have the main outfit, the headgear, the face gear, and now the backpack as well. No wonder I'm seeing such unique NPC companions these days. It's fun to play dress up, I must confess. Good news and bad news. So, as you maybe have noticed, Wanderer merchants like Cantina and Emerson no longer have their own individual caps pool, as they used to have before patch 19. Now, this is nowhere to be found in the patch notes, and it was quickly clarified via the forums and Reddit. Basically, this feature was never intended to exist, according to Bethesda, and that's why it got removed. The Wanderer traders were supposed to have a shared caps pool with every other vendor in-game since the Wastelanders got released, but that's not exactly what happened. So in case you were wondering why Antina and Emerson no longer offer you the 1,200 caps per day, this is the reason. Basically a screw-up that got removed from the game. Well, I have seen several people asking around if treasure hunters can spawn in private servers, if their spawn rate is the same in public servers, and so on, that kind of a question. I was wondering the same, so I decided to test in the past days, and I concluded that yes, the spawn rates are drastically different, where public have way more spawns per location. I am assuming Bethesda decided to go this way to make things more fair for everyone. In private worlds, players can freely farm without interruption, they can solo farm all the locations if they want. On the other hand, public servers have 24 of players contesting the same locations, which makes things quite challenging to say the least. That's why you can often find 2 to 4 hunters per location in public servers, and normally just 1 per location in private worlds. I have opened over 100 of pills so far, and the max I ever found in private was 2 hunters per location. So yeah, there is definitely a balance here, and that's a great and useful detail to know. Anyway, there is a bug that allows treasure hunters to sometimes spawn outside of the ash heap, as shown in the screenshot, so if you ever find one, don't be too surprised. Moving on, several players have already tested the nuking stuff, and by that I mean, if you nuke treasure hunter spawns, what happens? Well, absolutely nothing, or nada, as you say in Portuguese. Well, at least according to several experiments done, which you can find over Reddit and even on YouTube, so feel free to search and find more details. Some people had high hopes that nuking the ash heap region could increase the spawn rate or even the level of the treasure hunters, but that is not what happens. Really, as I said, there is no benefit whatsoever from nuking this region for the event at least, so do not waste your time, it is a lost cause in this regard. Well, something really intriguing I have seen over Reddit a few days ago is that the new circus cage, a new rare reward from the treasure hunter event, can take up 10% of your camp budget. Now, as I already mentioned before, my luck has been dreadful. I only managed to get the insurgent outfit plan with 100 pills open so far, so I had to ask someone else to test this for me. Thanks to Maddock Rod for helping me out, and damn, he had to remove over 10 items to be able to place this huge cage. It's a really massive item, as you can see, and as the name says, it looks exactly as a standard circus cage, in red, with grids and so on. Now, the interesting part is that this is a prefabricated item. You can add any doors you want, you can build inside and add basically all sorts of items you want, including floor and wall decor. I would say this item is perfect to make some sort of display, you know, featuring trophies, pretty things, funny items, and so on, things people like to see, since it's fully open and see-through, but the choice is entirely yours. Well, I hope you get it first. That's the beginning. Moving on, the Scorched Beast Queen is now dropping her own head as an animal mounted head plan. Actually, I got this plan without realizing in the first Scorched Earth event I did right after patch 19 went live. It's curious that they didn't add this to the notes though. Anyhow, another curious thing here is that I have done maybe 20 queens in this past week, at least, and I only got one plan so far, so this means the drop is either really rare or you can only get it once per character. It's one thing or the other, really. I'm just not sure which one. Probably the second one, since it's hard to believe I was that lucky and got a plan straight away. What do you guys think about this one? Do let me know in the comments below. Something else I have noticed lately is that Scorched Beasts have become so much stronger in Nuclear Winter. Now, I haven't been playing this mode that often lately, so this change could have happened a while ago. Still, I am adding it here just in case it really came live with patch 19. Anyway, the beasts are now really strong in terms of damage. It's extremely difficult to tank one at this point. The Sonic Wave destroys you even with the best armor, buffs, and defense perks in Nuclear Winter. In this footage, you can clearly see how easily my HP drops from the attacks, and boy, oh boy, I used to take free damage from the beasts months back, and it was okay. They have always been stronger in this mode, but not this strong. So, unless this is a new bug, the creature really got boosted in Nuclear Winter. Have you noticed any of this by any chance? In one of my recent queen fights, I decided to use my power armor to complete a weekly challenge, but something went terribly wrong. First, my power armor frame became naked, as if I had no pieces in the frame, right after inserting a fusion core. Now, this is worrisome because, if you remember, a few weeks ago, people were losing their power armor pieces in similar ways. They would spawn their frames, they would become naked, and the pieces would disappear. Good for me that the pieces were there, but it makes you wonder. Anyway, after getting inside the frame, my jetpack suddenly started floating detached from the power armor itself, and it lasted the entire fight. It never fixed itself. So with all these display bugs, I am even more scared to use my power armor. You know, maybe next time it won't be just a display bug. Many people have lost their power armors in the past. It could happen to me as well. So yeah, better not to touch it at all. Talking about bugs, something else Bethesda wouldn't tell you for obvious reasons is about these new nasty inventory and quick bar bugs, which can drastically affect your gameplay in all modes. I have been experiencing them every now and then since patch 19 went live. Before the update, I had never seen such bugs before, so I am assuming they are new. In Adventure, your inventory can bug out in one tab, and it will always display the same tab no matter which other tab you end up selecting, so it gets stuck in one single tab. On the other hand, in Nuclear Winter, things get way worse. Your favorite bar stops working and you simply cannot equip or use any items through the bar. I have died a couple of times because of this bug, because yeah, I can't even add weapons to the bar, even less using or switching them. Normally it only lasts for half a minute or something and then it refreshes back, but still, if you get attacked during this period, you are screwed to death, literally. More strange things have been happening. Now it's time to go over invisible characters. It seems to happen in both modes as well. In Nuclear Winter, players can become kinda invisible, like they are ghosts or shadows of themselves. You can hardly see them, and yeah, thankfully the red diamonds exist. Moving to adventure, I have encountered my very first invisible enemy ever, a few days ago actually, and it was a mole miner. At first, I thought there was an enemy shooting me from above, but that was not the case. I realized his name and HP bar were showing in front of me. That's when I decided to shoot, and bam, the mole miner suddenly appeared out of thin air. Are NPCs using stealth boys now or something alike? As I said, there's some really strange things happening lately. If you follow the Atomic Shop closely, then you surely saw the new Red Rocket bundle that went live last Tuesday. It didn't last long though. One of the items in the bundle was, well, a misfit, a mistake, or something alike. The garage door went live. The garage door went live with a weird size and it did not fit into any door walls. Bethesda decided to remove the bundle for the time being as soon as people started reporting the issue. They promised to bring it back once the door gets a proper fix. Until then, you need to sit tight and wait a little bit longer. Now, nuclear winter cheating is far from being new, but let me explain why is this point here. So lately, there are rumors that Bethesda has added more anti-cheating features to Fallout 76 with patch 19. I talked to a few people who claim this is true, but I couldn't find any official statements. So it could be true or false for all we know. However, Bethesda has added Nuvo, which is an anti-cheat system to Doom Internal. It happened just 1 week ago, and this could indicate that Bethesda is or will be doing the same with Fallout 76 in the future. It would make a lot of sense. We do need a proper anti-cheat system, and this could be an option. However, I have seen people complaining about it already, even though it is not announced or live or anything alike. Well, between having cheaters ruining your fun all day long or having a software scanning all my files, I think I would prefer the second. Guys, spyware is everywhere, especially the legal one. Google spies on you, Microsoft spies on you, just read the news and you should know what I'm talking about. If you are online, you are being spied by all sorts of giant corporates. So complaining about anti-cheat systems because they scan your files is kind of ridiculous. Sure, if it happens like it did on Doom Eternal, where the game got really in a bad state, crashing all the time and so on, then something has to be done, but it's about the integration. It's not exactly about Nuvo itself, it's about the code and how Bethesda integrated the system. Anyway, this is a topic for another video. All in all, nuclear winter cheating is as steady as ever. I have been finding aimbotters shooting through objects every few matches, which means if Bethesda added any further anti-cheat features, well, it was highly ineffective. Lastly, and regardless of all the server optimization points we have with patch 19, the game got a bit more unstable overall. I haven't disconnected from any server the entire week, so I guess whatever they did with the servers worked. However, the game itself is way more unstable. I have been crashing in the middle of events, which never used to happen before this update. I'm also crashing more often during loading screens, and it is really frustrating. In case you are wondering, oh, it's you and your computer, hardly guys, hardly. There are dozens of posts in the forums over Reddit, even in my past news. Some of you guys have been experiencing the exact same as me. It is a fact, it may not be happening to you right now, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Remember, bugs and errors don't happen to everyone at the same time. Well, that's plenty of news for the time being. I'm sure many more will come with the usual Atomic Shop update tomorrow and the FASNACH parade, which should be live by the time I publish this video. Anyway, these are the 15 things that Bethesda didn't tell you about with patch 19. I hope you got to learn something new, and well, do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I am Marta Branco, thank you so much for all your support. We have just reached 33,000 subscribers, by the way. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And if you are new around, feel free to join by subscribing as well. Plus, if you would like to support me even further, then you can become a member or join my Patreon. The links are always below the video. Now, if you excuse me, I need to return to the endless farming in Fallout 76 right now. I will see you all in the next video very soon. Until then, take care. Adeus. Bye bye.